Ting Ting and Min Min are walking together, talking. Min Min says to her husband, "I'm back from the office." Husband asks, "How was your day?" And then he gives the bouquet to his wife. Min Min, grateful, thanking him, looks at her husband and says, "This is my new best friend. She lives in our neighborhood." Husband, smiling, says, "Come on." And Ting Ting immediately says, "I'll sit in the front." Min Min starts to sit in the back. Husband looks surprised. Ting Ting, turning back, says to Min Min, smirking, "I think I'll be thirsty in a little while. Why don't you go get a bottle of water?" Min Min says, "Okay, I'll get it now." Husband immediately says firmly, "There's water in the car. You don't need to go down." Min Min nods. Ting Ting says, complaining, "I'm a little hungry. Can you get me something to eat?" Min Min sadly says, "Okay, I'll get it. You two wait a little." Ting Ting, smiling, says, "I've heard for a long time that Min Min's husband is very successful." Placing her hand over Yang Wei's hand, she says, seductively, "Seeing you today, I really realize that you are talented." Then she asks, curious, "How much does your company earn in a year?" Yang Wei says, "My company earns millions annually." Ting Ting, in a soft, says, flirtatious, "To be honest, a man who can earn money and is also responsible, that's my ideal man." Holding out her phone, she says, suggestive, "Write down your number so we can talk more in the future." Yang Wei, annoyed, pulling back his phone, says, "No need," sternly. "I have nothing to discuss with you. If you really need anything, contact my wife." Ting Ting, smiling, says, "Actually, I want to tell you a secret. Min Min and I are very close friends at work. If she hadn't introduced me to you today, I would have always thought Yang Wei is her boyfriend." Yang Wei, stopping her, says firmly, "I know my wife better, okay? You two are just colleagues. How can you think you know me better than my wife?" Ting Ting, in a sarcastic tone, says, smirking, "Maybe you don't know her well. There are many men at the company interested in her." Yang Wei, sternly, says, emphatic, "She's not that kind of woman. I know exactly what I'm saying. She is my wife. If anyone is interested in her, it's probably because she deserves respect, and this only proves one thing. My judgment was never wrong. My wife considers you a friend, but you talk behind her back. What kind of person are you?" Ting Ting says, feigning concern, "I just fear that you might be deceived." Yang Wei, sternly, says, angry, "You don't know who is really deceiving whom. My wife considers you her best friend, but you are trying to come between her and her husband. You don't deserve to be in my car. Get out." Ting Ting, in a defiant tone, says, scoffs, "You want me to leave the car? Don't even think about it. When Min Min comes back, I'll tell her you tried to seduce me and made fun of me." Yang Wei nervously says, exasperated, "You are a woman. How can you be so shameless? I didn't even touch your finger. You want me to do something with you, right? Then don't accuse me of being disrespectful." Yang Wei gets out of the car and forces Ting Ting to leave the car. Message: Dear friends, as men, we should always support, respect, and love our wives. What do you think? Did Yang Wei do the right thing? And how would you rate my story out of 10?